guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a busy few weeks on this Camaro. We got a lot done, man. We got a lot of the mechanicals done. We got the engine squared away. We got the exhaust squared away. We got the brake suspension. We got the panhand bar on the back. Got a lot of work done, a lot of big wrenching done. But now it's time to turn our attention to the body work. Now, I'm good at body work and I spray my own stuff. And there's a few areas on this car that need some serious attention. Now, this car sat outside for a long time. The sun down here has definitely done its damage to this body. We got a lot of chipping, a lot of cracking. I'll just show you. Now, you've all seen this car in other videos, but man, whew. You can obviously tell where it's painted before and all the other paint's chipping out. That's probably the original color right there. We got a lot of work to do here, guys. I have a lot of work to do. But there's two major areas that need to be worked on with the car. And one of them happens to be this fender. Now, this gap right here, you can see, that's not good. Now, what caused that was somebody actually jacked it up in the wrong spot and totally crushed this panel up. Now, there's the bolt that holds the fender in, and there it is up there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. So I'm going to have to be gentle and beat the snot out of this and get this fender to come back down, realign it, re-straighten it out, heat it up with the torch maybe just a little bit just to get this fender back down and push back where it's supposed to be and bring it on this part of the body. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You could definitely tell where they jacked it up in the wrong places. Now for the most part, the car is complete. It's solid. It doesn't have a bunch of dents in it. It's got one little ding on the passenger side, which is an easy fix. It's definitely worth saving, but it's got a lot of chips, a lot of scratches, a lot of paint fade. So we're going to be sanding on this thing probably for days on end just to get it down to some decent metal to where we can prime it and do some work to it. Now, just to let you know, we did receive our rims for the car. Right there. Genuine 1986 C28 rims. Yeah, the red is not stained. I am going to be painting these probably silver. So, I mean, I hate to ruin that because it's a beautiful color, but that's not going to be the color of the car. And we're trying to go back to the original look with the silver. Now, I have a lot of body work to do to this car. So the next few weeks is going to be nothing but rubbing on this thing and trying to get this body straight. But I have another issue. The ground effects on this car is crazy expensive online. The passenger side ground effects was $290, almost $300, if not more, for shipping. And this is what it looks like. Yeah, there's nothing there. Now, this is clearly a result of somebody jacking up the car and totally going to the wrong spot. Same way with that fender. So I'm going to have to use my fiberglass skills and fill this gap here and rework this piece of ground effects. Now, if any of you have ever done fiberglass work, you know it's a tedious process. It's messy, it's gooey, it's dusty, but I'm going to go ahead and prep this thing and show you how I'm going to do it, and hopefully we get some good results. Now, I've already gone ahead and prepped the surface here. I saved you all the time for watching me sand this down. We got our piece of fiberglass right here, and it's a big piece, guys. I'm going to show you how we're going to mix this. We're going to lay this up there and hopefully get ourselves a solid surface. We got our fiberglass resin. You can pick this up in any hardware store or AutoZone or Advanced Auto or anything like that. I'm going to pour a little bit into your mixing cup. That should be good. Now, this stuff smells pretty strong, man. It's pretty potent. Then you got your hardener. Now, hardener is personal preference. I like, something like that, 6 to 8 drops, something, It doesn't really matter how much. It won't be that bad for you. I gotta go ahead and cut this open. Pause it. Now we're gonna put 1, 2. That's pretty good. That's enough. Like I said, more is not gonna hurt. A couple for good luck. Whoops. You want to mix that up like so. And like I said, it's pretty potent, it's pretty strong. Just a couple more, just because it's a bad area. Take your brush. What we're going to do is just coat this with the resin all around the area where we're going to be putting the fiberglass. Now I could go to a body shop, have a body shop do this, but it's going to be an expensive repair. Or I can purchase this piece and it's going to be quite pricey. Now I do all of my own work on all of my vehicles. So this can be done on your own. There are videos out there that will show you how to do it. Listen, I'm sure I'm not doing it the proper way, but I'm doing this by what I've done in the past. All right, we got it coated up here pretty good. Let's do a little more right here. What we're going to do is take this piece of fiberglass and we're just going to lay this down in here, just like so. Just like so. Push that down, pull that up just a little bit. Now I should be wearing gloves, but just like you see, just like that. Contour that the best I can, because once this dries, then you can go ahead and throw yourself a coat of Bondo over this and then rework it. I will probably be laying another piece over this. This won't be the only piece I'm putting on, but we're going to put this on. We're going to let this dry up, just like you see. It takes quite a while to set up, but once it does, it gets pretty rock hard. All right, as you can see, I got 3 layers of fiberglass on there. We got a pretty good foundation on this. It came out pretty good. Now I'm just going to take fiberglass or Bondo, fill this in, sand it. Looks a little hokey, but I think it's going to come out just fine for what we're doing. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper than spending $300 for this piece. But with that being said, we ended up getting the interior of the car stripped out today. We got the seats out, trying to see the damage of the interior, how bad the carpet was, how bad the seats were. Actually, it's pretty solid. I'm kind of surprised how clean and all together that it is. It's not missing nothing. And we also discussed the ground effects here. I saved you all the cussing and the screaming. I got this out, heated it up, rebent it, and now it's got a nice smooth finish with the rest of the car. Working off this list, chipping away, trying to get this stuff done. But I did find something in the car. Now, I remember back when we started talking about this car having an issue with the timing chain. I had the original timing chain right here in front of me that came out of this car. And this is the sprocket that came off of the crank. And this is what I think the whole problem was. And you remember me telling you how it just didn't line up. Well, lo and behold, I found the matching set to this chain in the car. That was the whole problem with this car running in the first place. I'm glad I found that. Here are our seats. Yeah, pretty gross. I'm really hoping these could be steam cleaned and come clean and not look so disgusting. But they're in good shape. There's no cigarette hole burns. There's no rips. There's no tears except for the driver's seat on the bolster right here. Which, like I said, I'm going to see if I can't go ahead and sew that and clean that up. Now, I did get a bunch of things off this list. One, we got the brakes done. And today we discovered another issue. Once I put the radiator in here, I fired it up. I got the heater working and the heater core, of course, leaks. So we need to be installing the heater core, which is right there. Cam and time chain, taken care of. Hood and deck lid supports, taken care of. Ground effects, working on that. Gas gauge. I'm just going to go ahead and replace sending unit in the tank. It's the wrong sending unit. Somebody put that in there. It's the wrong one. So we're just going to order up the correct one. Dashboard, we have. Rims and tires. We have the rims. Just got to get tires. Exhaust, taken care of. Front leaks, taken care of. And lo and behold, bodywork, bodywork, bodywork. We have probably, from what I can tell, 3 to 4 weeks of bodywork on this car to strip this thing down to almost bare metal. You have a lot of fading, a lot of chipping, a lot of clear coat coming up. We have one spot right here on the window that's starting to rot out. Gotta get below that, repair that. Just a lot of rust, well, not much rust, but a lot of chipping, sun damage. So yeah, we're gonna be sanding on this thing for a while. But I'm gonna get back on this ground effects here and hopefully get a nice result. Like I said, working with fiberglass sucks, period. If any of you guys have worked with it, it's sticky, it's tedious, it ain't pretty, but like I said, it's pretty solid. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a coat of fiberglass on that, or Bondo on that, and hopefully get a good result and get it back on the car, save myself a few bucks. All right, I'm gonna go start finishing this. Well, it was tedious work and took all day, but I think that came out pretty good. Now, if y'all remember, there used to be a big nothing right there, big hole. I got some filler primer on it now. I'm gonna go ahead and put another sand that, and then another coat of filler primer, and sand the rest of it, and that's it, man. I think it came out pretty good. Saved myself 200 some bucks. So you guys, you can do this stuff on your own. It does just take some time. All right, let's get this on the car. All right, guys, we got that ground effects taken care of. We got it primed. We got it back on the car. Let's see the results, how this came out. Not too bad. Looks pretty good. I definitely had to pull out this fender because there was a pretty big gap on this side as well. But you know what? For doing a home job, not being a professional fiberglass man, I think that came out pretty good. Now once we get some paint on that, that's gonna look really nice. And also, just so you know, all the ground effects is going to be painted silver like it originally was, because you can definitely tell where it was silver when you open the doors. Yeah, right there. So it was already painted over. And the beautiful Mrs. Kathy went ahead and started tearing the interior out last night. Got a little busy, didn't get her on camera, but we got the seats out, got the carpets cleaned up a little bit. We got a lot of work to do, guys. So keep staying tuned. But this body work starts. Bodywork starts this week, so keep an eye on it, guys, because the next couple of weeks you're going to see this car take one hell of a transformation. We're probably going to take it down to bare metal. We got all the body lines finally straightened out. I got a lot of work to do on this car, and I hope you all stick around. But hey, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. Peace.